So I'm going to vow to you that I'm going to enter the German strongman competition for the second time. That's going to be my vow to you.
Gotta give him that hot
is that this, the Maskrugensturmen, the toxic teacher, will compete in the Maskrugensturmen. Oh, here we go. It's me. It's the toxic teacher. This is Camping Them Softly. We're here. It's episode. Oh shit! I've been gone for 2 weeks. I don't even know. Hang on, let me. Whoa! I had to cough. I'm so excited, and I haven't spoken this. I haven't spoken in this tone in quite some time. We're at episode number 49. Shut the fuck up. I can't hear myself think with the crowd, with the massive throngs of fans. I don't know if you ever say throngs of anything else. Is that a word that's ever used anywhere? But throngs of fans or throngs of something. People. There's always throngs of people. Anyway, we're not here to talk about throngs. We're here to talk about Dead by Daylight and other random garbage. Whatever garbage we think of on the spot here on Camping Them Softly. By the way, guys, you heard me at the beginning. I'm the Toxic Teacher. You can find me, Toxic Teacher TTV on Twitch, all those social medias I don't post on enough. And then you could also find me on YouTube, The Toxic Teacher. So thank you for coming by episode number 49. Yes, number 49. I had to look again. Okay, so here we go.
Oh, sexy girlfriend.
I'm coming with the old sounds too. So anyway, guys, I took a week off. Thank you for coming back after this 1 week. I was actually on vacation in New York City, which was, I wish I had the old, do you remember the salsa commercial where he's like, New York City?
Say what you want because I really don't give a damn.
Anyway, so it was quite an experience. New York is so different from here in Dallas, Texas. And some people love it, some people hate it. Personally, I like it. I like that energy. What I was saying, man, New York is, and I posted this on Twitter, or X, or whatever you want to fucking call it. New York is like a killer Maine. Like, they do not give a shit. And they just do whatever the fuck they want. They're not the touchy-feely, sensitive, this and that. So it's a very killer Maine city. And if you don't like it, you can give a shit. They've had, they're rough, man. They're rough around the edges. And I love that. A lot of people don't, that aren't used to it. But it's something I've always enjoyed. It's just kind of like you see all those movies and TV shows and stuff. And so I had a fun time, did all the big stuff there. But enough about that. We've got to talk about, because this is the first episode since the new killer came out.
Yummy!
And we all know who that killer is. That's Kenneth Karnacki that we talked about last time. What was his, he's the Ghoul, I think, the Ghoul. But first we have to have our theme song, right? For our whenever we're talking about Dead by Daylight. Here we go. Is it coming?
Let's drop in fast.
Oh, no, it didn't start over. How do I get to start over? Like, I can't get it to start over. There we go. Yeah. We're here. I love it, dude. I like I told you, I am the best at making AI music.
Killers in pain. Map updates coming, and they all look the same.
This update's a little different, though.
Killers saying, what the hell? Welcome to Dead by Daylight and the fog's your cell. It's the
toxic fucking
news. News that's toxic. Toxic teacher. Oh, yeah,
I love it, dude. I love it.
The fucking news that's toxic.
Have I ever listened this far? Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I got into it. What the fuck? It's got like a new part. It's like a crescendo or something. Is that the right use of that word? Yeah, okay, anyway, I gotta stop. We're gonna go way over on time. So anyway, this Karnacki guy, ghoul, gal, whatever you want to call it, because you can be the gal, right? You can get the skin. What is it? Rize, he's a, he, something or other. But anyway, guys, the reason we're talking about the ghoul is there is a backlash against this ghoul that I don't know if I've ever seen it in a killer before, in a new killer before. Because the general consensus is this killer is so overpowered that it's making the game almost unplayable. And they're saying, this is the best killer since fucking Nerf. Like, this is unstoppable, unfucking, like, you can't even, you just give up if you find this killer in a match, right? And this is what survivor mains tend to do, right? Is they can't take it. And they'll say the weakest killer, when the weakest killer first comes out, they'll say it's overpowered, right? Like, if you look at, like, I don't even know if Trickster was overpowered. A lot of people said Trickster was overpowered whenever he came out. I don't remember that being the case, but people figured out how to play against the killer. And then that was it, right? That was kind of the end of that. And then Trickster got a nerf because people complained too much. And that's what that leads to the point. That's probably what they're going to do here, is that the ghoul will be nerfed just because of the outcry is so loud. It's not I know we're jumping points here pretty quickly, but it's kind of leading to this. And what I feel it is that we've got Dead by Daylight is a very reactionary game, or the developers are very reactionary rather, because they look at what the outcry is of the survivors in the most recent moment, and then they will release patches and updates and fucking whatever in reaction to the survivor vibe at the time. And that doesn't make for a good game. That's not the way it's supposed to be. That's not the way it's supposed to work at all, right? And that just makes it worse for the killer players, because the killer players just take whatever we're fucking given and we have to like it or just not play the game. And so that's the sitch. As the kids would say, that's the sitch. That's the 411 right now, is that they are complaining so hard. If you go on any of the social media websites, if you go to any of the forums, that is the predominant, post after post after post after, this killer is so fucking like I can't take it, and it's just fucking awful, and it's just fucking. Yeah, so that's what you've got. That's what you've got. It's unplayable. The forums are ungoable, toable, or whatever you want to call it. Unvisitable, I think, might be the word. And I'm just getting on there right now. I have not been on the BHVR forums lately, but I can guarantee you, first page, that's what I'm going to see. We just go to general discussion. Where are they? Your experience with the new killer so far. So far, he is downright slaughtering me and my teammates, and people have already started to give up once they get hooked. See, there you go. The game needs an emergency hotfix patch. Kill switch the ghoul. See, okay. Next post. The next post after that. Okay, so the game needs an emergency hotfix patch. Next post. This new killer is an atrocity. Next post, I can't believe 9 years into this, the devs are still releasing killers in this state. Oh, and then there was one, the Nemesis buff. Somebody was there, like, actually trying to have a conversation. But the next post after that, can we just nerf the ghoul already? And then what's the next one? Is something amiss? And then they put never mind disregard post, I guess because it wasn't about the ghoul. So that's what we've got right here. Somebody put this, and this is garbage here. This is the kind of stuff, this has to be a survivor. Well, it's probably got to be a survivor main, but this is the Dead by Daylight community. Is somebody says, who is the genius behind the Ghoul's power design? I hope your family suffers. I really do. This is, why? But why? Do we really need to nerf the Ghoul? Somebody said, do we really need to? You know, they just got fucking destroyed. And actually, that post has 103 comments, so you know they're getting destroyed. Next one, proxy camping Ghoul highlights how poor the auto unhook system is. The Ghoul, blah, blah, blah. Let me see. Yeah, so it's over and over and over and over. This is going to have to change. Number one, every game I've played, I've had to play Survivor because you can't get into a fucking killer match right now. Number two, if you do play a Survivor match, you're playing against a Ghoul, which rightly he is kind of slaughtering everyone. I mean, it's just, we haven't figured out how to play against him as a community yet, or survivors have not figured out how to play against him, which is part of the problem here. And if there is no way to play against him, yes, he may need changes, but they're crying out for these enormous big nerfs that are going to totally, throw him into oblivion like they did the Skull Merchant or the Trickster. And that's where the problem is going to be. We're going to have another D-tier killer nobody plays. They're going to go back to all the same killers, unless, with the one exception here, is that if it turns out his power is so good that he's essentially a nurse level where no matter what you do, that particular killer's mobility and that particular killer's power renders it kind of immune to changes in, okay, let's change this, move this number up, move this number down. It's just the nature of the killer themselves is so strong, it kind of throws everything off, which I believe we've talked about that before. Like Blight and Nurse have this problem, right? That their power makes them different enough that the regular ways that they burf enough. I almost said burf enough.
What in the hell is this crap?
Yeah, Nuff and Burf, or no, fucking Nerf and Buff.
What in the hell is this crap?
So anyway, whenever they nerf and buff, they have to figure out a different way to work with these killers to get them where they want them to be. And I don't think they actually do that or know exactly how to do that. And what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to get on the stats here to see what we're looking at, as far as killers go. So we're looking at I want to change my dates here. Custom date range. Let's change the custom date range. When did this guy come out? He came out in fucking April 2nd, right? So it's April 2nd to April 5th. April 2nd to April 5th. Yes, he came out April 2nd, right? I believe. Okay, so I'm looking for 3 days worth of data on Nightlight GG. That's not a lot of data. We've got 3,000 matches worth of data in the past, few days. What is this, 4 days? We've got 3,000 matches worth, 2,000 matches worth. The Ghoul has been picked 70% of the time. 7-0. I've played one non-Ghoul match since I've been on DVD. Currently, his kill rate is sitting at 65%, which is, according to this, in the past 4 days, his kill rate is the highest of any killer that's been actually uploaded in the past. Oh, that's 2 days. Why are we on 2 days? Do we only have the 4th? I don't have to the 6th? Hang on. No, what? No. Hang on. Let's do the 5th to the no. Okay, what do I pick here? Do I pick the last day and then the first day? Okay, anyway. Okay, beside the point is that he does have the highest kill rate of any of the killers uploaded. He does have the highest percentage of 4Ks. So there is a chance, okay, this guy is overpowered. We're going to have to change him. The question is, what do they do now? Do they do an emergency hotfix? Probably not. Is this going to lead to a loss in players? Who knows? The thing is that everybody said this was going to be the best update ever. They were so fucking excited about this. And now look at the community. It's worse off than ever because they can't take it whenever killers actually have one that's pretty good, one that can get the job done, one that can actually, kind of dominate the games in what would be a killer fashion, right? And so they're going to have to put the game back in stasis, back in its normal mode, where killer players are miserable, survivors get whatever they want, and then things will be back to the normal that Dead by Daylight has had for the past 9 fucking years. Or else they'll lose players. I mean, queue rates will go up. Whenever killer players are unhappy enough, the queue rates go through the roof, and then they'll throw us a bone. But they're going to have to throw survivors a bone. You can bet your bippy on that, is that we're going to see in the next patch, we're going to see some massive changes, and then this killer will become less played. The kill rates are going to go down, and then, things will be back where they were. So that's that. That's the biggest news that we've got in DBD right now. By the way, in the last episode, I talked about that douchebag online that talked bad about my podcast, said all kind of wild shit about women, about, whatever, minority groups and all of that. That guy is now gone because apparently he was messaging children or something like, I don't even know the whole story, and I'll probably get sued for something. But that's where that is. So that guy got what he fucking deserved. And do I have Satan? Are you happy about that? So that's kind of where we leave that topic off. So other than that, there's not a lot of news in DBD right now. They're still talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's, which is going to be awful. They can't make that killer that good because everybody's going to want that. Everybody anywhere from 2 to 12 years old is going to buy this killer. And they're not going to be able to make it as good as they made the Ghoul. You notice this is kind of the new bar now, is you cannot make a killer this good or else people will fucking lose their shit and things will get out of hand really quick. So that's that. Now, because it's such a light news week, we have to now go into our last segment of the day. We've only been at it a few minutes, but we're already going to the last segment. This is going to be a short episode, which you guys always know what the last segment is, and I apologize for the short episode. I know some people have said, I don't like the short episodes. You need to go back to the fucking long ones. Well, we will when there's plenty to talk about. This week, not as much, and I apologize. But anyway, without further ado... There it is. I never get tired of this song. The Talks Father is going to give us a little list here. Yep. I should make multiple versions of this song, shouldn't I? Muskogee. Oh, yeah. You know what I could do while I'm doing this? I'm getting everything pulled up here. I'm working while he's getting us on here. I don't know who's got the guts, brother. I don't know where they're from. Not yet. I haven't looked. I haven't even looked. Hang on, I'm still looking. God fucking damn it. Ontario. Phoenix, Arizona. That's Mesa. That's near Mesa with Frog in there. Okay, shut the fuck up, Talks Father. I'm trying to think here. Okay, so I want to thank a couple of new places that have come by recently. Aachen, I think you've been here before. Aachen in North Rhine-Westphalia. Thank you for coming by. I'm going to find North Bergen, New Jersey. I don't know if you've been here, but thank you. If you're new, we've been doing this so long, I can't remember who I've mentioned and who I haven't. Frankfurt, you're here. You've been here for years and years. in years. We've been at this over a year, so can I say years? Is it plural at this point? I don't even know if it's plural, but if it is plural, Eve sure. Thank you for coming. Sure. And also Tel Aviv, you've been here. Federal Way, we already talked about you. Melbourne, thank you. Dewsbury, thank you. Let me see here. I'm just scrolling down the list here. And I think Essen, I don't know where Essen is. New Rochelle, El Dorado, Kansas. I don't know where El Dorado, Kansas is. I mean, I can learn about all of these places. And eventually we will. I think eventually. Will we go through all of these? Or will I die first? I don't know. But that's part of the fun, right? Next week, on Camping Them Softly, we figure out whether Toxic's gonna die before he talks about Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Okay, so we've got one city here that I want to talk about. And I'm going to have our friend talk about it. You know who I'm talking about. Hey, Nicky. We're on the podcast and we're talking about this place. I heard you had visited there and know a bit about it. What are some cool things to do in the city? And do you have any wild stories from there? I heard you had quite a story about the time you visited here. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen. We're about to find out, though. Oh, geez. Style unhinged lunatic mode. Do you remember? He now has 3 modes. And he's in unhinged fucking lunatic mode. Those two don't go together. Okay. Jesus shit. He's typing a novel, I think, because... Oh, no. He's getting there. It's getting there. So anyway, we're going to talk about, I'll just go ahead and let you know, we're going to talk about a place that I don't know how to pronounce called Regensburg, Bavaria. Regensburg, Bavaria. I don't even know where you are. I need to look you up. It's Germany, I would assume, right? Regensburg. Is that Regensburg? You're a municipality in Germany. There is absolutely nothing on this town online. It's internationally active. What is this? Was founded, the Wimex Group, an internationally active German concern, which is a type of business group in Europe in the meat and agricultural industry, as its headquarters at Regensburg. I have no idea. Okay. So, Nicky, come on, man. This is awful. This is going to be terrible. I don't even know what he said, so I'm going to say redo that and curse a lot more. And don't censor it and don't use emojis. Okay, there we go. He's going to have to rewrite. He accidentally fucked up, so that's it. Also, let me talk real quick while he's doing his thing. Dead by Daylight, I've got a problem because it's becoming very stale since there's nothing to it other than, there's no progression other than prestiging up your characters. And I think they've really got to do something about this to keep people playing, because I don't know how much longer that would be able to keep me. Oh, he actually changed modes now. He's in wise guy mode. In a classic wise guy instead of unhinged lunatic. Okay, and the story just got a lot fucking longer. And I'm not thrilled about this. Okay. He's talking about a group of Bavarian children. Okay, and he ended with fuck that place. So we're about to find out about Regensburg. Stauf or Stauf? Is it Stauf or Stauf? Whenever it's German, I need a German speaker. But I have no German speakers in this household. Maybe I should get some German speakers to come to the house. while we're doing this shit. Hang on. Thank you, crowd, for laughing at that. Yes, my background crowd here. Now, okay, is this it? Yeah. Here we go. We're almost there. Okay, Nicky, go. This is it. We're generating. Here we go. It's Regensburg. Let's do it.
Yo, let me tell you something about fucking Regensburg, Bavaria.
Okay.
That sleepy little town looking like it fell out of a goddamn cuckoo clock. Yeah, I've been
I like
there.
cuckoo clocks.
Beautiful hills.
Yeah.
Nice trees.
Yeah.
Everybody speaking all soft like they ain't never seen a real fucking man in a track suit. But don't let the fucking postcard vibes fool you.
Okay.
That town,
Yeah.
that town's a fucking war zone for anyone flying the Italian flag in their fucking soul.
Okay, apparently they're very anti-Italian in Regensburg. Hey, by the way, if you're in the Dallas area, there's a really good place to go called, what is that place? Now, see, I fucking lost it. It's called, it's a fucking restaurant where it's like a German restaurant, but it's not like a Nazi restaurant. It's like one of those restaurants where they're wearing lederhosen, not like the Nazi uniforms, but like lederhosen, and they have the big beer steins. And I was actually in a strongman contest, if you could believe it, in fucking, in this place. What is the name of the place? The name of the place is fucking, Bavarian Grill. Bavarian Grill, that's the name of the place.
What the hell is this crap?
So the competition was you had to hold a beer stein up, like full of beer. You had to hold it in front of you, like arm's length, hold your arm all the way out with a thing full of beer. And then if you won, you would get to go to like the regional German strongman competition. And then if you won there, you got to go to the nationals. And then if you won there, you would go to Berlin for like the world. Apparently there's a world fucking championship of this strongman bullshit. And with the beer stein, and there's beer stein strongman competition, Germany, Bavarian Grill. I think they still do it. Magenkruschenstemmen. It's called the Magenkruschenstemmen or something like that. Maskruggenstemmen. Every Friday and Saturday, 9 p.m. grand final. On Saturday, September 7th, our North Texas champion will win a trip to the U.S. Finals in New York City with a winning time over 7 minutes. I actually made it to 4 minutes. I should get back in this thing and do it again. Wouldn't that be badass if I could do that? But I came in second fucking place, and I even beat some fucking bodybuilders that couldn't do it. I don't know why, if it's the gaming, if it's a Dead by Daylight or what. But I came in second place in the Massakrugenstommen at the Bavarian Grill in fucking Garland. Was it in Garland? It was in Richardson, Texas. And yeah, that's that. So every Friday and Saturday at 9 p.m. until September 6th with a grand finale. I'm actually going to do that. I got to put it on my toxic calendar to get in this fucking... The Mosskrug is a 1 liter Hofbrau glass stein. Is filled with 1 liter of Hofbrau beer to the mark. The combined weight of the stein and beer is 5.4 pounds. Is to be held with one arm left or right stretched out in front of the body, not sideways, parallel to the floor. Your thumb cannot be on top of the handle. Opposite arm must be straight down, like you can't balance yourself. You have to have your other arm down at your side, and then no beer can fall from it. So if you start to if your arm gets tired, it can't dip or anything, and you can't switch hands or anything like that. So I made it 4 minutes, and it says you cannot wear a back brace during the competition. So that's that. Anyway, that is totally beside the point with the Moschenkrugenstürfen, and I don't even know how we got on there, but that's that. Oh, because that's what this place looks like. One of those like Sound of Music type places, like the hills and shit like that. Anyway, so Nicky says it's dangerous for Italians or people with Italian souls to be in Regensburg. This could become very anti-German very quick, and I didn't think about that whenever I asked him. Okay, let's keep going, for better or worse.
So I show up in Regensburg, right?
Yes.
Trying to get a little R&R after my 5th goddamn ban on Twitch for excessive Italian nationalism, whatever the fuck that means. I figure I'll do a lil recon, see if the legends are true about the Bavarian underground pasta ring.
Oh,
Turns
geez.
out they are. but let me finish the fucking story.
I'm working
First
on
night, I'm setting up a pop-up meatball stand right outside a bratwurst joint.
Oh,
Legit
Jesus.
business. I even had permits from the Federation of Saucy Merchants, which I
What?
forged, but who gives a fuck?
Okay, so he's forging documents to sell meatballs in front of a place that sells bratwurst. Okay, this is gonna be bad. We already know where the story's going, right?
Yo, let me tell you something.
No, he started again. Hey, no.
First night, I'm setting up a
shit.
pop-up
I
meatball
fucked
stand.
up.
Gives a fuck. Suddenly, I'm surrounded by 6 fucking locals.
Oh, no.
With steins of beer and murder in their eyes.
Of course.
One of them yells, "No pasta on Bavarian soil," and I'm like, "Excuse me, you fucking cabbage-eating clowns? This is Marinara Ground Zero. Show some fucking respect."
How is it Marinara Ground
You want to
Zero?
know what to do in Regensburg? Sure.
Was that your whole story?
Here's what the pamphlet says. Go hike the fucking woods.
Okay.
Great.
I'm not
Go
hiking in
get
the
lost
woods.
and eaten by a racist deer. I don't give a shit.
A racist
Visit
deer?
the Walhalla Memorial. Cool. A
Okay.
big fucking marble shrine to a bunch of people who didn't know how to make risotto. Snooze fest.
Yeah?
Drink at the local breweries. Yeah, if you like piss in a mug and getting glared at for ordering Chianti.
Oh, Jesus
But the story.
Christ. Nicky.
Oh, the story.
Yes.
You want to hear the truth?
Yes, I do.
I'm on this scenic lookout, right?
Yeah.
Trying to stream a Ghostface in Bavaria expose. Next thing I know, my connection drops. My phone screen goes black. Boom. Then flashes the phrase, "The pasta dies tonight. Swear on Mama Marinara's grave."
What?
I hear footsteps, slow, synchronized, like some Nazi pasta
Oh,
hybrid dance
Jesus
troupe. I spin
Christ.
around. It's a fucking sausage mascot, human-sized, foam head, dead eyes.
What?
He swings a fucking bratwurst at me.
What the fuck? A giant human sausage mascot with a foam head and dead eyes swings a bratwurst at him. Okay.
First night, surrounded
Oh,
by
shit.
6 fucking
No,
locals
I
with
accidentally.
steins of beer
What
and
happened?
murder in their eyes.
No. What?
I hear
What?
footsteps,
Yeah.
sighs. He swings a fucking bratwurst
There
at
it
me.
is.
I duck, throw a meatball. Classic SABAM counter attack.
Throwing a
It
meatball?
splats off his chest, and he says, "Worst is law." Here, the fucking
Bratwurst?
audacity.
Okay.
I run, right? Get
Yeah.
tackled by a group of Bavarian children on a school field trip.
Oh, Jesus.
They start chanting, "No spaghetti, no spaghetti," like it's a goddamn exorcism. I wake up in a fountain with a tourist taking pictures, thinking I'm some kinda fucking folk art. You think I made that shit up? Fuck no. Regensburg is fucking haunted by sausage spirits and anti-Italian hate crimes. You go there, bring
Yeah.
garlic, a sharp fork, and don't wear anything red, white, or green unless you got a death wish. Anyway, fuck that place. Next question.
Okay, there we go. That was Regensburg, Germany. Apparently, whenever there's not a lot about the place, the stories are not quite as long. But that was Nicky Dente on Regensburg, Germany. I wonder if they play the Ghoul there. Hang on. What if I ask him that? What if I ask him like, what is Regensburg? Hang on, I'm asking him now. Is Regensburg survivor or killer sided? Who do they like to play? Did you play against any famous, this is where it's going to get bad, famous Bavarian DBD players there? Question mark. This is going to get disgusting. Classy Dawn mode. Calm Nicky. Okay. It's a killer-sided town. Okay. Hang on. We're getting there. Oh, okay. Now he's just making shit up at this point. So anyway, let me go back. So I'm going to vow to you that I'm going to enter the German strongman competition for the second time. That's going to be my vow to you.
Gotta give him that hot.
Is that the Maskrugensturmen, the toxic teacher, will compete in the Maskrugensturmen, and I will post that shit on Twitch, YouTube, all that garbage. And okay, so there we go. Now geez, why is this so fucking long? This is longer than the story he just told. Okay, but hey, that's content, right? Okay, here we go. Nicky, tell me about Bavaria DBD players. Too many concurrent requests. I have a concurrent request, apparently. Yes, play. Play it. Play the goddamn shit. It's not playing. Okay, here we go. Maybe I can get it to play now. Here we go. Click play. And then it's supposed to play. This is the problem with doing this shit live.
You see, kid?
Okay.
Regensburg?
Yeah.
That's a killer-sided town.
Oh,
no
it
doubt
is.
about it.
Okay.
The fog's a little thicker there.
It is?
The trees lean just a bit more suspicious-like.
Do they?
And the air's got that I'm about to tunnel somebody out of existence kind of feel.
That's my kind of
Real
place.
old world energy.
Yeah.
The kind of place where hooking a survivor ain't just gameplay, it's ceremony.
This sounds great.
The locals?
Yeah.
Oh, there's something else. You ever hear of Hans the Hill Hooker, Hinterberg?
The Hill
Legend
Hooker?
in Bavarian circles. Plays trapper like he's laying out a goddamn minefield in the Black Forest. They say he once trapped an enano and a non-tinayosbo Ayashakye
Nicky, no!
and Mayus in the same basement.
Oh, it's
Some
Swift.
say it was a glitch. I say it's bloodline skill. Might be SABAM adjacent.
Oh.
I ain't saying nothing, but the man uses brutal strength like he's clearing schnitzel carts from the fog.
Oh,
Now,
the
as for
Hill
who they
Hooker.
prefer to play,
Yeah.
oh, these Bavarian bastards love their legion.
Really?
'Cause nothing says passive-aggressive Euro gaming like spreading a little deep wound and vanishing into the mist with a smirk.
Euro gaming.
I played against a whole team of them once, all Bavarian, all running Coldwind, all named after sausages. One of them was literally called Bratwurst Barry. Fucker flashlight clicked in Morse code.
Oh, Jesus.
They hate Ghostface. You
Do
can
they?
feel it.
What?
Every time I stalked one of them through the wheat, it was like I was insulting the memory of Beethoven himself. I even got death threats in cursive German. Said I was disturbing the balance of fog and fermented wheat. So yeah, Regensburg,
What?
they respect killers, but they only like killers who play by their rules.
Okay.
The minute I pulled out Insidious Ghostface and started a proper basement meeting, they called me barbaric. Barbaric?
Uh-oh.
Buddy? I
What?
invented the respectful Maury.
There's a respectful version?
These people just mad I brought marinara to their mustard party.
Mustard. It's a mustard
Oh,
party.
and don't get me started on the famous ones.
There are
I
famous
squared
ones?
off once against Gretchen Loops 420, the top Bavarian Meg Main.
Oh,
Full map
jeez.
looped me in Area of Crows while listening to Kraftwerk on her headset. Cold, calculated,
I haven't listened to Kraftwerk in a long time.
disrespectful.
Oh, no.
She called me a predictable Mediterranean man. I still wake up sweating.
Because you got...
But I'll say this, Bavarian players, they're clean.
They are?
No cheating, no macros, no
Oh.
fake lag switches. Just raw, bratwurst-powered hate. I respect that. Even if they're wrong about pasta. Now
Okay.
pour me a double espresso, straighten my tracksuit, and turn my gaming chair back toward Little Italy. I feel the fog calling.
I feel it too, Nicky.
Hey,
Thank
you are there, Kanto,
Oh,
so...
Okay, there it is. That was Nicky. Nicky, thank you for coming by and telling us all about Reagan stuff. So we actually got something good out of this episode. We figured out I am going to enter a German strongman competition. Can you believe the shit that this is going to? I have to win it for my legions of toxic fans, and I'll have to report back to you. Is this still happening? Is this thing going on right now? Or did I just make this up? Is Mosch Krugensturmen happening? Okay, I'm on Instagram, the Bavarian Grill Restaurant. Here it is. Shut the fuck up. It's on the Bavarian Grill Restaurant's Instagram. I can't read this shit. I have to zoom in. It's on, hang on. Okay. Do you have what it takes to be a Mosch Krugensturmen? For just $25, your entry includes a beer-filled stein, a shot at a Hofbrau t-shirt, and the chance to compete for an all-expenses-paid trip to New York with the stupid parade. What? Whether you're competing for glory prizes or fun, join us this weekend. Are you serious? When was this? This was a week ago. Was that the only day? Did I seriously already miss this shit? I have to post. Did I miss this, or will it last more than 1 week? Question mark. I must win this thing. I must win this thing for my throngs of fans. See how we're calling it back? Okay, there we go. I posted. I don't know what they're going to say, but I'm very excited about this. Why is my thing not playing? There we go. I wonder, oh my God, if it's already happened, then I'm sorry. I'll have to find some other strongman competition to get on. Okay, anyway, I think that's it for this week. Oh, no. There's one more thing, actually. I overheard at the gym 2 teenagers talking because I was doing work in the little cafe that's attached to our overly expensive gym. And they used a word I had never heard before. Actually, do I want to save that for next week? I think I do. They used a word I never heard before, and I went into a murderous rampage. Kids are using words that are totally fucking ridiculous. And I'm going to save that actually for next week because I am running short on time and I want to save like a cool topic just in case next week is more of the same King Karnacki bashing bullshit. So that is it, I think, for this week, guys. Next week, we're going to be on episode number 50 and I'm going to have to plan something big for episode 50. I don't know what I'm going to plan, but it's going to have to be a little bit bigger than what we're thinking about. And I don't know what that's going to be. But if you have any ideas, let me know. Twitch, all that shit. Follow me, subscribe, like, especially if you're on Spotify, Apple. Give me some ratings. Give me some 5 stars. Let me know how you feel about the podcast. If you want to be on, email me, thetoxicteacher@gmail.com, and I believe I will probably see you. Oh, yes, see you next week. I don't know what song is going to play me out because I haven't put it on here yet, but you'll hear it here in just a second. Satan, tell everybody to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. See you next week.
That's it for episode 40-fucking-9. The Ghoul is busted, the beer is warm, and Nicky's banned again. Meatballs flew and bratwurst slammed. I held a stein till I broke my hand. Forums burned, survivors cried, and Ghostface looped my soul inside. Ghoul rules, everything campers scream. Face camp dreams in a beach day scene. The episode's over, we're cooked and done, but I'll be back next week with more dumb fun. Until next time, don't drop the spaghetti. Until next time, don't drop the spaghetti. Ghoul rules, everything campers scream. Face camp dreams in a beach day scene. Episode's over, we're cooked and done, but I'll be back next week with more dumb fun. Until next time, don't drop the spaghetti.